This is the voice of the report of the week, signing on. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your favorite, the one and only report of the week. Checking in with you on another VORW show on Wednesday, May the 28th, 2014, 3:27 p.m. Eastern Time. Well, my friends, how are you all today? How are you all? I hope you all are well. I do. That said, I hope your day is going smooth. Hope it has gone smooth. Hope it will continue to go smooth. And all of that. Yeah, my day was, you could call it what you want, I suppose. Solid, I guess. Nothing really happened at all. So I really don't have anything to talk about. I guess it was a good day compared to, yesterday. Yesterday was a terrible one. Got screwed over one way, and then I was taking a walk. I got caught in the downpour, and my shirt and tie got soaked. Thankfully, it was a polyester blend, for those of you that care. So the shirt and tie was saved. It's already dried off and wearable, so that's always nice. But yeah, that's about it. I really don't have much to talk about, with my own life. I know I could sometimes go on about various little things, but I don't know. Today I have nothing. I'm at a loss for words here. Maybe it's because I'm just so burnt out. I just have not the energy or what have you. But who knows? Maybe that's a good thing, though. Maybe it's best to focus on the other things in my own life, right? As long as everything's in order, and as long as I have clothes on my back and food in my stomach and a roof over my head, what else do I need to care about? Isn't that right? Anyway, my beverage for the afternoon is Red Bull. Giving myself some wings, right? Only 8 fluid ounces worth. I know a guy that drinks, I think, a 20 ounce every day. So, only going up with 8. Only 8. Let's read some fan mail. The other day I asked for, in my last VORW, I asked for art. I said fan art. I showed, all of you fine people, the art that I made that I would have been using for the title cards, which is so terrible. And I was pleased, actually, to see. I opened up my inbox a few days ago. Almost a mini renaissance, you could say, with, all the fan art coming in. So I got plenty of submissions here. I'll read a few letters. Images were attached, and I'll be using those as the future title cards for future VORW shows. Yo, review bro. I've wanted to do a picture or two of you for a while. After watching VORW 22, I decided it was finally about time that I should, so here's a picture. It would be great if you could use this picture for your next VORW 23. Maybe read this out in the said show. I love your videos, and you have great class. Keep it up! Let's look at their picture. Let's see it. Yeah, I might use that one. Why not, right? Someone worked hard on them. I will use every picture I receive, and I will proudly display it. Let's see this. Oh, interesting. Dear review bra, please see the picture below. You want me to put this picture up? Yeah, why not? Alright. Maybe I won't. It is basically a margarita with onions, peppers, and some dried, not too hot chili pepper. I also add some olive oil and basil. It is cooked in an oven such as this. Let's see this. Here's the picture of the oven. That's interesting. Does a pretty good job but I'm missing a decent charring on the crust. That's interesting. That actually looks like a pretty solid meal. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'd probably eat that. I probably would. That looks decent. Art submission. I'm not an artist, but I really enjoy your videos. That looks nice. More MS Paint fan art. I was listening to your VORW show today, and I heard that you were out of fan art. Well, I'm sure that you were receiving your share of submissions. I wanted to contribute. Thank you very much for hosting my artwork in one of your previous reviews. As you can tell, I love to draw in MS Paint. Gladly, I'll use this one as well. See, you guys are literally keeping this series going with these fan art submissions. I like them. Review Bra, well, may not be the most artistically pleasing portrait. I think you'd have to agree that this piece captures your likeness rather well. And I would be honored if you could feature it in a future video. I'm not laughing at the artist, I'm just laughing at the phrasing here. You know what, you're being honest, and I'll use that maybe. Reminds me of a certain artistic style, I don't remember which one. Dear Mr. Report of the Week, I'm writing to you on this cold, blustery May night in Ireland to ask you if you have any other hobbies or interests. You're obviously a fan of creating YouTube videos, eating and drinking rather unhealthy foods in men's fashion. However, I wanted to know if you have any other interests, such as writing poetry, coin collecting, listening to jazz records, etc. Also, do you enjoy any particular sports? The Football World Cup in Brazil is only a few weeks away. Are you looking forward to it? If you've never watched football, the European version, I would recommend it greatly. You seem like the kind of chap who would much prefer the European standing of living and culture compared to the way in the United States. As always, keep it lit. You know, I do have a few hobbies. I always that is actually a major hobby of mine, listening to shortwave radio. You could say, well, what's so fun about listening to talk radio? There's a certain appeal to it that I guess only works in certain people, and I'm hooked to it. So that's a big hobby of mine. I spent many a time listening to shortwave radio and various signals. I also like nature. Maybe not going out on the trails, but at least I like taking night walks and just getting some alone time and enjoying. And a night walk usually is a great way to clear your mind after a stressful day, which most are at this time of life, I suppose. So that's always another good thing I do. But there's other things I like to do. So I'll get back to you on that. Sports, I'll watch various sports. Football, obviously, that's soccer for those of you in the U.S. It's a fine sport, and I have watched games of that. I definitely will be watching the World Cup. If I'm not watching it on TV, I'll probably be listening to it, because I'm pretty sure the BBC World Service is covering it. As might be Radio Exterior España, but they always cover soccer games. I'll watch baseball as well, and on occasion American football. One sport that you may never associate me with, but I actually do watch, is good old American NASCAR. I actually am an avid fan of that. Go Johnson, the number 48. Also a fan of Gordon, with the 24. Pretty much just Hendricks Motorsports. That's my team right there. Junior and Casey Kane also. Top 4 drivers. That's who I'm rooting for. Highly doubt many of you would ever associate me with NASCAR, but indeed. Hello, I just wanted to know if I could send you a drink to review. I'll get back to you. Title cards and ideas. Hello, Review Bra. I am enjoying your VORW shows. Keep up the good work. I would be interested if you reviewed other TV shows and movies in the same way you did your Walking Dead episode. Looking forward to your average day video. Here's a link to some title cards I came up with. Cheers. Fine and dandy. Keep quiet. I'm gonna look and see who's there. Okay, it's just a delivery guy. Very paranoid when someone comes to the door. I'm sorry there. I was just a delivery guy. I'm worried it's going to be some deranged relative or, or a burglar or something. I'm just paranoid that way. I apologize. Anyway, keep up the good work. Ignore the haters. Review Bar. Love your podcast. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Report of the Week. I sent you a message a little while ago, and though you probably don't remember me as it was a while back, I just wanted to let you know that I find myself looking forward to every new release of yours. The quality of your videos have improved over time, and it is now better than ever. It would really make my day if you could give a shout out to me. Thanks a lot, Review Bar. Have a great one. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your kind words. And I hereby give an official Report of the Week shout out to Evan. Enjoy your shout out. Hope you're having a good day. And it was a pleasure to read this letter. Alright, let's continue onward here. So I saw you answered my last inquiry. I was jazzed, let me tell you. I hope you didn't damage your fist in any way as you slammed it down at my swagger joke at 17 minutes, 10 seconds of show 21 Q&A. No, don't worry, I do that all the time. Yeah, it's fine. Do it so many times. But yes, sir, want to let you know your videos are much appreciated. Keep doing your thing. I know money can be evil, but it could also enhance your product. Now, it is true, that's a good point. As bad as money is, I suppose, on limited occasions it could be used for good. I feel like money is what you make of it. Maybe if you made money from this channel and just donate 50% to charity as sort of a balance, use the rest to buy suits and food for the review. Plus, then you could work less per se and make more videos for us screaming fans. Anyways, stay shortwave. From Jake. I'll think about it. I don't know. I don't think I'm really up to making money off of this stuff. You know, I really don't want to run my channel like a business. You know, I feel no appeal to getting money from this. You know, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I just don't think you'll be seeing ads or me monetizing anytime soon. I know many people would, jump the gun right now and just monetize and get ads plastered over every surface, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling like really making money off of this channel. I just don't. I don't know. Hello. But hello. Your videos show your expertise in racing games. Racing games? We would therefore like to hear your feedback on our futuristic racing game, Quantum Rush, to our beta. If you're interested, sign up on bleep.net. See you soon on the racetracks. I'll try it. I don't know. It kind of sounds like a scam, but maybe not. Racing games, though. Where'd you find racing games from? Who knows? Yeah, I'll try it, though. Maybe. They're saying the game was pretty good. So, you know what? I actually don't mind racing games, so maybe I'll try it out. Maybe I'll see what's up. Who knows? So that's all the mail there is today. 2 minutes, 50 more seconds. VORW reading fan mail. You want me to talk in that voice from now on? Yes, no, maybe so. I don't know, let me see. Is there any more mail? Let's check Reddit, shall we? So, why does review... No, this is, at the end of an older review. About a year old. Why does Review Bros say Roll Tide at the end of this video? Is he a Bama fan? No, I said it to see if anyone would notice it. That's the only reason. No other reason. I said Roll Tide to see if anyone would notice. Anything else on Reddit? r/, report of the week. When eating spicy food, use milk rather than water to cool down your mouth. I understand that. I've heard that plenty of times, and it's a fine suggestion, but I'd rather suffer through it and stick with the water. Truly, when you're eating extremely hot wings, the burning sensation is part of the journey. It's that simple. When you're eating very hot wings, the intensity of the heat is truly part of the journey, and I really like to get the fullest experience out of things when I consume wings. We have a few messages in here. We have a few messages here in the inbox on Reddit. So let's read them. Alright. Hey, great videos, blah blah blah, the usual. What I'm really writing into you about is if you have ever considered having a website set up for your reviews. YouTube works, but I think there's more potential for what you can do. Thanks for reading and stay chilly, my free Willy. No, I've never really thought about having a website. Maybe I will at some point, but YouTube is perfect for me. And I don't feel the need to really expand like that. Howdy, sir. I'm not sure if this has been asked before, but I was curious if you ever read books, and if you do, what type, or what are your favorites or favorite authors for the matter. You seem pretty well read. Thank you. Postscript, if you could give a shout out to Sophia, that'd make my year. Oh, gladly, I officially give a shout out to Sophia. An official shout out from the Report of the Week to Sophia. Hope all is well on your end. Book-wise, I'll read a few things every now and then. Right now I was reading a shorter novel, commonly regarded as Ethan Frome. Nothing really happens in the book, but it has an extensive use of imagery, and it helps paint a quite pleasant mental picture in your mind. Robert Kirkman, the executive producer of The Walking Dead, originally based it off the comic series. I've read all the comics, but those truly aren't books. Likewise, though, he produced novels about various characters in The Walking Dead, and I've read all of his novels, such as The Rise of the Governor, The Road to Woodbury, and now The Fall of the Governor. I've read all of those. I read another book. It was about by a sociologist living in, I believe, Chicago, studying gang life there. And these are all recent reads. I have a book about Howard Hughes that I'm going to start pretty soon. Let's see if there's anything else here. There were a few more. I forget the titles I have sitting here. Just finished recently reading a book. It was called, let's take it here. Victorian and Edwardian Fashion, a photographic survey with 235 illustrations. It was about 300 pages long, and I just finished that one a few days ago. It would have a few chapters about the clothing, and then a section of pictures, and then another chapter. And it was interesting. It gave you a good look at men's and women's Victorian and Edwardian fashion, which really fascinates me. And there's a few other books, but I always try to actively, read. I always do. Let's see if there's any other mail here in Reddit. Is there any? Let's see. No, here's a new one. Okay. Hey, review bra. I was looking through Tumblr and I saw this video about you. You should check it out. Do I really want to see it? Do I really want to see it? Do I? Well, I have no other choice, right? Alright, let's click the link to Tumblr. Apparently, I still have a following going on over there. So to any of you listening from Tumblr, hello? Hope you're having a fine day. Let's watch this video here. It's on Tumblr. I haven't been on this site in years, since like 2012. I only browsed it recently a few weeks ago to check out this one blog that was talking smack about me. No, they weren't really talking smack. Alright, let's watch this video here.
Haters be my motivators, my motivators. Haters be my motivators. Haters be my motivators, be my motivators. Haters be my motivators, be my motivators. Haters be my motivators.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Well, thank you for posting the link anyway. It's just one of those things in life that I am not meant to understand. Oh well. Suppose I applaud the creativity of the creator, but I have no other comments. Alright. So there's your fan mail for the day, or any other interaction. Alrighty. Now that the Q&A is over, the real show begins, right? And once again, I always apologize if my voice is a tad low. You know, when I read the fan mail and all that stuff, I just try to be polite to, you know, if anyone else is there or whatever. Anyway, how are we all today, ladies and gentlemen? I know I already asked that, but we're fine, right? We're just trucking on. That we are. So, in Report of the Week world, right? Let's give some news from that area of the web. I figure tonight I'll be putting up a review alongside this VORW show. Alright. Think I'm going to... actually, I made the review yesterday. I'm sorry, people. So it's a day old. Hope you could forgive me for this travesty, right? So I really hope you can. If you can find it in your heart, right? Hope you can forgive me for that disgrace, right, of a day-old video. But, I did a review. It was on a pizza, okay? It was on a, Freschetta, I believe, pizza. Okay, I believe it was Freschetta's, brick oven, frozen pizza. They don't make fresh pizzas that I know of. I mean, I guess you could eat one off the conveyor belt in the factory, but I think that'd be kind of sad. Anyway, I reviewed and consumed one of Freschetta's frozen brick oven pizzas. I believe this one was the Supreme Zesty Italian style mega pizza, or whatever it was called. I forget. It was some sort of Supreme pizza. It had a lot of stuff on it, but I reviewed it, and I'm not going to give any spoilers. But you know, you'll be seeing that review pretty soon. As per tradition, I will always be uploading the VORW show first. And then, like an hour or two later, I'll upload the, you know, the review. So you got that one coming your way. That was yesterday. I was wearing a black suit with a gray shirt and a plaid tie. That was the outfit I was wearing when I got caught in a downpour. I didn't have the suit jacket on, okay, but the shirt and tie got soaked, as did the pants to a degree, but it was such a hot day yesterday, it just dried off within minutes after the rain ceased. I think it was like an 88 degree day, 88 Fahrenheit maybe. Nearly 90 yesterday, so I was dressing down. I was dressed for the summer. I was wearing a long sleeve shirt and pants, and occasionally a jacket. You know. And actually, through most of the day, I was actually a tad chilly in a long sleeve shirt and pants. I was thinking I could easily be comfortable with like a jacket on or something, like a suit jacket. So I eventually donned that. I don't know how people react so much to the heat. It doesn't bother me at all. I never sweat. But I always stay hydrated, so I suppose I could if I needed to. So we're not talking dehydration or anything. Today it's a tad chillier. It's temperature dropped from from like near 90 to 60 as the high today. But I really didn't change my attire at all. I was just wearing a pair of gray dress pants, a white shirt. Looks like a sweater vest and a striped tie. Alright. That is what I have worn for you today. My ensemble. Sweater vesting it up. I really wasn't thinking of anything to talk about today. You know, now that you mention it, I really have realized, that's an odd way of phrasing that. I've realized, though, my recent shows, I'd say the past 10 to 15 shows, my earlier VORW shows, I would write, an extensive planner for. I'd plan it out literally by, like, segment. Nowadays, I just don't even plan it out. I just set up the microphone and talk. But I hope that worked out for you well. I hope that is working out. And I hope that will work out in the future, since we have such a supply of fan art, that literally guaranteed you probably like 10 more shows at least. So you could thank actually our own fan base here, our beautiful fan base, for keeping this series alive and well. So with that being said, I personally thank you all. The fan art, fine, and pleasure to see. So I have yet to cut my hair. I've talked about it in a few VORW shows, but I'll talk about it a little bit now. I'll give you an update. Figure I'm still growing out my hair. I was originally thinking I was going to cut it last week, for the whole pre-Memorial Day family gathering, right? But I said, you know what? I received some wholesome advice. Said, listen, because I was going to cut it just because there's this one relative of mine who always likes to take everything into her own hands and always likes to bicker about me and is always going on, oh, why don't you cut your hair? Oh, why do you dress like that? Oh, blah, 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 right? And it's just, number one, it's demoralizing to just have to hear that, and then it makes me all self-conscious about myself. It makes me feel terrible after hearing her bickering, and then I usually dwell on it for a little while and think about it and all that. And she was there saying, oh, why do you wear those suits? You should dress like a normal person. Everyone looks at you and thinks, what a weird person that is, and all that. And, to have a relative say that to you, it's pretty insulting. And that was about a month or two ago. But I had yet to cut my hair. I thought a few weeks ago, I'm just going to cut it, just so I don't have to hear her bickering anymore. When I was about to cut it, I received some very wholesome advice from someone. The individual said, listen, I know you are going to cut your hair for this person, but never change, the person said. Only cut your hair and only change if you feel comfortable doing so. And this advice goes to any one of you, not just about hair, but about anything. Never change. Be who you are. If you're comfortable with who you are, as you are, never change for anyone. Be yourself and be happy. And then those words really hit home. They truly did. And I thought, you know what? The only reason I'd be cutting my hair at this point is for this person, so I don't have to hear her complaining. But would I really be content after everything is said and done and, now it's all gone? No, I wouldn't. So I didn't cut it. I let it go, and I pretty much just, during the gathering, I just limited interaction with this individual. I just saw her as few times as possible. You know, I just ate my meal and got up and left, pretty much. And I understood how rude it may be, but everyone else understood. So no one even cared. But, you know, people like that, I tell you, who knows why they are the way they are. I don't know why, everyone just can't be friends. Well, actually, I could answer my own question there. Wouldn't it be beautiful if everyone could just get along? Wouldn't it be nice, if everyone could just part their ways and say, you know what, let's just be friends. But unfortunately, it'll never be that way. Never will be. Because it's human nature to fight or bicker over anything. That's just human nature, A lot of people are just, at least, maybe aren't totally, but at least possess an inherent evilness, in them. It's primal instinct to, insult others and fight. It's just human nature. That's why human beings have always fought about things, pretty much as long as we've been on this earth. There's always been wars and conflicts, and there probably always will be. And, it's simply human nature to fight and to want more and to try to be controlling of others. And it's a shame, but it is what it is. Mate. Some strong words from the review bra, right? I'm just telling you the truth. I try to be a down-to-earth guy sometimes. I try not to really sugarcoat anything. When I mean something and it sounds nice and sincere, then it probably is. And if I say something and it, and it's, it just is what it is. I just try not to really sugarcoat anything. But anyway. But yeah, that's why. So I'm still letting my hair grow. It's not noticeable, really. I keep it managed, so I don't know what this person's talking about. But I'm thinking, now that the weather's getting warmer, I think I'm going to probably cut it maybe before my my birthday or something, who knows. So maybe in like a month. I think I will then. It's just, I feel accomplished, looking at my meager flow, seeing, I worked on this. This is actually the one thing in life that I actually successfully accomplished, and I know is mine, right? So I can look at that, and that's my only accomplishment in life right now. So it's gonna be a sad parting when I eventually cut it all off, but for now it'll stay. And you see, I always manage it. It's not really that noticeable. But what I think I'm going to do when I do get a haircut is just going to say trim the back and sides and just a little bit on the front. Just because I actually really like the way my hair is right now in the front. I really like the length. It's great to slick back. I have no problem with that. So really just trim the back and sides. I'm really content with the top, and so I'll just say only a tiny bit on the top taken off, but I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, I don't know how I feel with short hair. I don't know, I think I look like Pinhead or something. Who knows? That's just what I think. So, have you read the news lately? This is a headline today, and I feel it was one of the stupidest ones I have ever read. Number one, there are more important issues. I almost dropped the microphone. Number one, there are more important issues than hand. Actually, there's two stupid headlines I read. And two, it's completely idiotic and improbable. Here's stupid headline number one that I read. It was in the science and technology section. Some idiot said, oh, well, chances are within the next 20 years the human race will make contact and possibly meet an alien species. And I find that to be absolutely absurd. Okay? What do they expect us to do? To meet? Maybe it was just very poor phrasing on the editor's part, but to physically meet an alien species. What are we gonna do? Get in whatever, a Star Destroyer and fly over to wherever? I highly doubt that, unless we experience a new renaissance in technology, which I don't want to be alive to see, I'll tell you that. So I think that was very poor phrasing. The only way we'd ever be able to meet an alien species is for them to come over here. And chances are, I'm just thinking realistically, if the human race were to ever meet an alien species, assuming it's the classic type of alien that we all picture, you know, the scrawny limbs and the big head and the eyes and all that, gray skin usually, and the flying saucer, right? If we were to meet that type of stereotypical alien, truth be told, I think it would be an extremely negative encounter. I think either, number one, we would kill the alien, or two, the alien would try to kill us. That's simply how it's going to go. But I highly doubt the human race will make contact, physical meeting an alien. I could see the human race trying to send out radio, or whatever stuff over to where they believe suspected life is, but even then, they might just disregard it as noise if there is life out there. When it comes to other life in the universe and the human race, my policy is that I really don't believe the human race should interact with other life, if there is any, at least intelligent life. I really think you should just let things be as they have always been and not mess with things. Just let things stay as they are. Why can't they, you know? I don't know. I'm talking real futuristic stuff here. And then number two, the stupid Google, you know, which they're monopoly. They are. You could say all that they're not, but they're monopoly. Google. They're premiering their self-driving car, right? That stupid thing. Which I hope also I never see the... Which I hope they never see the light of day, but, you know, unfortunately, they probably will within the next 20 years. They're making a new car that's going to have no gas pedals or brake pedals and no steering wheel and none of that. There's no way I'd drive one of those. No way. I wouldn't feel safe in it. You know, as you know, with my way of thinking is almost that of, you know, the Victorian era. I'm content with technology today. I'm able to comfortably live today and adapt into society, and I'm fine. I'm comfortable, right? I could get by with my desired way of life. Okay? I can easily do so. But can I say the same thing 20 years from now? Will I really be comfortable and content with my life 20 years from now when everything is a smart, you know, a smart home, a smart mirror, or whatever? When this, you know, type of technology controls everyone's life, you know, self-driving cars, all that stuff. No, I won't be content with anything, and it's extremely, you know, it's an extremely disconcerting and unnerving thought to think, really, that, you know, the way of life as I know it, that I like, is just slowly counting down with every minute before one day it'll be no more for me, you know. And I'm not talking about death. I'm talking about, you know, when what I'm content with now will just no longer exist, really, and when I'll finally have to be forced, pretty much through assimilation, to adapt to, you know, the smart technology and all that crap. But I'll hold out as long as I can, and, you know, it is what it is. Suppose I could live off the grid. That's actually been a legitimate thought of mine, because when it comes down to it, that might be one of my last options. So I have thought about living off the grid in, you know, 20, 30 years from now. You know, that could still be a possibility, or at least move into some rural area where I don't have to be around, you know, too much of that stuff. But why worry about it now, right? I should enjoy life while, you know, it's still fine. I really should. The less bickering, the better. I'll deal with it when the time comes, I suppose. "28 minutes into the recording here. I may as well call it a day. See, look at me now. Now I got myself all gloomy. It's just the unnerving truth. You know. It is. But I'll hold out as long as I can. That's one thing. I definitely will. Well, ladies and gents, oh, actually, one other thing. If anyone's curious, for dinner tonight, I'm going over to Wendy's. Probably just getting one of their spicy chicken sandwiches and some fries. You know. Had some fries for lunch. I'm gonna have a spicy chicken sandwich and some more fries for dinner, and that's my meals. Right? All the fried crap you could handle. But anyway, so that's all for now, I suppose. This is the report of the week, and I guess I wish you all a good day, and I hope you have a fine week. And I'll probably get back to you again with another video this weekend, right? Isn't that fine? Fine and dandy, as they say. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Remember, food reviews coming up later on. This is the report of the week. Have a good day. This is the voice of the report of the week, signing off.